Hello, everyone. Welcome to the continuation of the 2018 Colorado Rockies Strat Super Advanced Replay on the Tribe Fan 879 YouTube channel. Today, the Colorado Rockies travel to Seattle to face the Mariners. And today's pitching matchup for the Rockies is Kyle Freeland, and for the Mariners is Big Maple, James Paxton. And here's DJ LeMahieu playing second, leading off for the Rockies, and here's the pitch to LeMahieu. And that's a swing and a miss, strike three. That's how we start our ball game. And here is Charlie Blackmon, the center fielder. And against the lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike three. So first two have gone down on strikes here for the Rockies. And here is Nolan Arenado. And against a righty, that's a play for the shortstop. That is Gene Segura. And that 15 will be in range. 20 and a, there is no 12. So good play by Segura in the hole. Throws out Arenado, and that'll retire the side. Go to the bottom half of the first. Rockies nothing, and the Mariners coming to bat. And here is Kyle Freeland, and he will face Gene Segura, who made the play to end the previous inning. And against the lefty, that's a high pop-up right side of the infield. Pat Valaika playing shortstop today, not Trevor Story. He will put that away, and that's the first out. And here's Mitch Haniger, the right fielder. And against the lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike three. So quickly two down here in the bottom of the first, and here's Nelson Cruz, the designated hitter. And that's a ground ball to Valaika. Throws it over to Desmond at first, and that'll retire the side in order. We go to the top half of the second, no score. And here is Ian Desmond, the first baseman. And against the lefty, that's a line drive right to the shortstop Segura. And that'll be the first out. And here's Chris Iannetta, the catcher. And that's a swing and a miss, strike three. So that's the third strikeout of the day for Paxton. And here is Carlos Gonzalez. That's a ground ball to second. Easy play for Andrew Romine, and that'll retire the side. Go to the bottom half of the second, still no score. And here is Kyle Seager, the third baseman today. Line drive right to the first baseman, Desmond, one away. And here is Ryan Healy, playing first base today. And that's a swing and a miss, strike three. And here is Guillermo Heredia playing center field. Ground ball to short. Valaika gets it, and that'll retire the side. We go to the top half of the third, no score. And here is Pat Valaika playing short today. And against the lefty, high pop-up, and it'll stay in fair territory, and Seager will make the play for the first stop. And here is Gerardo Parra. Ground ball to second. That's Romine. He is a 2. A 19 will be an easy play. And he is an E6, and there probably will not be a 13. Nope. So good play by Romine. Gets it to first, and that's the second out. And here is Noel Cuevas, the right fielder. And against the lefty, ground ball right back to the mound. And Paxton takes care of that. and that'll retire the side. Go to the bottom half of the third, no score. And here is John Andrioli, the left fielder. And against the lefty, that's a ground ball to second in the hole. Good play by LeMahieu, and throws it to first in time. And here's David Freitas, the catcher. And that's a base hit past the third baseman Arenado into left field. So the first hit of the day for either team is the catcher, Freitas. And he will not be held on. And here's Andrew Romine, utility infielder extraordinaire, I guess you could say. Nothing on the red D20. Ground ball back to the mound. Freeland on to second for one. The return throw not in time. So, Freitas and Romine switch places, and they will not hold on Romine. And here is Gene Segura. Nothing on that one. And that's high ball four, so Segura draws a 2-out walk. And the Mariners have runners on first and second. They will hold all runners now with Segura on. And here's Mitch Haniger, the right fielder, struck out his last time up. And, okay, so 2 on the D20 means we go to that one. That's a 1. That's for the balk rating. There is no balk, so we will re-roll. And that's a fly ball center field. Going back a little bit on it is Blackman. He will make the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mariners strand 2. And after 3 complete, no score. And here's Paxton. He will face the top of the order. DJ LeMahieu struck out his first time up. Ground ball to short. Segura, 3 and a 6. Can he get to it? He can get to it. And here's the, can he make the throw to first? Ooh, 20 and a 16. He throws it in the dirt, and it gets away from the first baseman, and they'll call that an error. So the first base runners reach for the Rockies. They will not hold on LeMahieu. Here's Charlie Blackman. Nothing there. And against the lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Blackman's down on strikes for the second time today. And here is Nolan Arenado. Okay, so the ballpark effects for the Mariners are 1 to 9 for home runs. So that's a fly ball deep left field, but plenty of room for Andrioli, and he'll make the catch. And here is Ian Desmond. 2 outs and a runner on first. Nothing there. And that's for the catcher. That's Freitas. He's a 4. A 17 might be able to get away without a pass ball check. E5 and a 7, so nothing there. 4 and a 17. Yes, he can get nice stop, and then a pop up in front of the plate. Freitas will throw off the mask, and that'll retire the side. The Rockies leave a runner, and after going to the bottom of the 4th, no score. And here is Nelson Cruz. Grounded out his first time up. And that's high ball 4. And the Mariners get the leadoff runner on. They won't hold Cruz on. And here is Kyle Seager. Nothing there. And that's a ground ball back to the mound. Ooh, this Freeland, if he can get to it, at least can make an out. 4 and a 6 he will. And we'll just see if roll for a rare play. Nope. He is an E0, so that doesn't matter. So 4 and a 6. Ground ball off the mound coming to the third base side. Freeland gets over, off balance throw in time. So Cruz will go to second. And that's one away. And here's Ryan Healy. Nothing there. And Healy takes a ball low for ball 4. And that puts runners on first and second for Guillermo Heredia. And here's the pitch to Heredia. And 2 and a 6. We'll check the pass. There is no pass ball rating for Iannetta. So we will re-roll. And against the righty, that's a line drive to the shortstop Valaika, and that's 2 away. Ballpark singles are only 1 to 2, so it's going to be very hard for, if you see the upside down triangle rolled, for that to come up. All right, 2 down, runners on first and second with no score here in the bottom of the 4th. And nothing there. And Andrioli hits ground ball, easy play for Arenado. Throws, and that'll retire the side. The Mariners strand 2, and we go to the top of the 5th, no score. And here is James Paxton, face Chris Iannetta, who struck out his first time up. And against the lefty, that's a ground ball to short. Segura over to Healy, 1 away. And here is Carlos Gonzalez, the designated hitter, 0 for 1 today. And that's high, ball 4. And Gonzalez will stride over to first. Let's see here. No, they will... No, they won't hold him on. He's 1 to 14 if you wanted to, but he'd have to get a jump. Nah, they won't. Well, with 1 out, they won't do it, but with 2 outs, they will. And here's Pat Valaika, so they're not holding on Gonzalez. And that is to the center fielder. Heredia, a 2. And as long, we'll just check for the rare play, seeing he's an E0. Nope. So 2 and an 18. Shallow fly ball racing in Heredia. He will make the catch. And that's 2 down. And we will try to get Gonzalez a jump. They're not holding him on, so he need a roll of a 7. And it's a 6. So not holding him on. And here's Gerardo Parra with 2 outs and a runner on first. Ground ball to second. And the play for Romine on to first, and that'll retire the side. We go to the bottom half of the 5th, no score. And here's David Freitas, the catcher who singled his first time up. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So down on strikes is Freitas. Here is Andrew Romine. And against a righty, that's a ground ball to Arenado. Easy play over to first, and that's 2 down here in the 5th. Here's Gene Segura. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So we are through 5 here in Seattle. And there is no score. And here's Noel Cuevas. And he is normal power against the left-handed pitching. So that's a high fly ball. Deep left field. Going back on it is Andreoli, and it is gone. Home run, Noel Cuevas. And it is 1-0 Rockies on their first base hit. So, wow. And here is DJ LeMahieu. And LeMahieu rips one in the gap. That'll get cut off. And here is Charlie Blackmon. The Mariners will now get bullpen action. Chasen Bradford is loosening in the pen. Oof. Paxton strolling right along, almost strolling right along for 5 innings. Now runs into a little trouble here in the 6th. And here is Charlie Blackmon. 2-9 against a lefty. That's a fly ball left field. Andreoli under it. And that's the first out of the inning. And here's Arenado. Ground ball right back to the mound. Paxton to first for 1 on to first double play. The Rockies get a run on the Cuevas homer. And going to the bottom of the 6th, it's 1-0 Rockies. And here's Freeland to face Haniger, Cruz, and Seager. And against the lefty, that's a fly ball left field. Coming in a couple of steps is Parra. And that's first out of the inning. Here's Nelson Cruz. And Cruz hits one deep left field, and kiss it goodbye. Home run Nelly Cruz, and this game is tied at 1. So 1-9, and that's a 4, so that's a home run. And here is Kyle Seager. Seven lefty. The second baseman, LeMahieu's a 1, so he gets to anything. And let's see, that's probably just a correction in scoring. G1 rare play. No, just a routine ground out. That would have been if there was a runner on first, it would have been a double play due to interference. So easy play for LeMahieu. And here is Ryan Healy with 2 outs and nobody on, and the game tied at 1. And Healy draws a walk, so the Rockies will get Scott Oberg and Adam Ottavino loosening in the pen. And here is Guillermo Heredia. Nothing there. That was a 8. And against the lefty, that's a line drive caught by LeMahieu, and that'll retire the side. The Mariners answer back with a run in the bottom half. We go to the 7th, tied at 1, and Paxton will come out for the 7th. Bradford's still loosening in the pen. He's ready if needed. And here's Ian Desmond. Ground ball to second in the hole. Romine gets it, and that's the first out here in the 7th. And here's Chris Iannetta. Ground ball to first. No, that's not for against a righty. That's a fly ball into the gap, and that'll get down. And Iannetta into second with a double. And here is Carlos Gonzalez with a runner on second. They will not hold Iannetta. Oh, saved. 1 and an 11. And that'll get past the catcher Freitas, and the Mariners will bring the infield in. as there's a run as Ionetta goes to third on the wild pitch. And here's Carlos Gonzalez. Here's the pitch to Gonzalez. 4-8 lefty. That's a walk. And that'll be it for Paxton. And here comes Chasen Bradford. And they want to go with Nicasio. They will actually go, well, I'll go with Chasen Bradford. Their first choice. And Bradford will face Valika here. So Paxton leaves in the 7th. And here is Pat Valika with runners on the corners. Infield is still in. Four, 10. And that would have been a double play ball if that had been regular, but we weren't gonna. Okay, so ground ball, that's a ground ball A, so runners on first and third, infield in, batter out, runner on first holds, or runner on first goes to second, runner on third holds. So it's kind of weird. First and third. Yeah, better out, runner on third holds, runner on first advances to second. So, and that'll bring up Gerardo Parra. And now do we want to bring in Nicasio? No, we're gonna. No, we're gonna let Bradford pitch to Parra. Nicasio will be loosening. He'll probably come in the next inning. Here's the pitch to Parra. And against the lefty, that's a base hit to right field. In to score is Ionetta. And let's see here. Gonzalez, they were not holding him on. So there's 2 outs. So 1 to 14, 1 to 16. That is to right field. Haniger's a -2. 1 to 14, they're going to send him. The throw to the plate is, not in time. They say he got the foot in. And that extra boost with 2 outs and not being held on allows him to score. And Gerardo Parra with a 2-run single puts the Rockies ahead 3-1. And that'll be it for, actually, that'd be it. Now they'll leave Bradford in to try to get Cuevas, who homered his last time up. And here's the pitch to Cuevas. That's a ground ball to second. That's an easy play for Romine. And there should not be a 9 on a 6. There is not. So Romine goes in the hole, gets it, and that'll retire the side. The Rockies will get 2. And we go to the bottom half of the 7th. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back for it's root for the Mariners or the Rockies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. At the old ball game, get the pitcher's cards instead of the hitting cards. Freeland will... Ooh. All right, they'll let Freeland stay in the game, but I almost say they're almost on the if anything happens, they'll bring in Ottavino is loosening in the pen. So here's Andreoli against Freeland. Ground ball to the third baseman, Arenado. Fires to first, and that's 1 away. And here's David Freitas. Single and a strikeout. And that's a ground ball to Valika. Easy. Right to him. Ooh, 6 and a 15. This could be interesting. No, a 16 would have been an error, but a 15 is okay. So nice scoop by Desmond at first, and that's 2 down. And here's Andrew Romine against the righty. That's a fly ball to center field. There is Blackman, and that'll retire the side. Through 7, 3-1 Rockies. And here comes Nicasio. He will come in to pitch the 8th. Okay, so here's DJ LeMahieu. And he line drive base hit, and cutting it off is Heredia, and that's a leadoff single for the Rockies. And they will not hold him on. Here's Charlie Blackman. Swing away here. And that is a ground ball to short. Segura, a 9. We'll get to it. Ooh, 20 and a 17. This may be another error. Oh, he throws it away, and it goes into the camera bay. And everybody goes up. And LeMahieu goes to third. To second goes Blackman. And oh boy, the Mariners are in trouble here. Here's runners on first, second. Here's Arenado. And against the righty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Nicasio gets the first out. They play the infield in with. They will play back with a 2-run deficit. They'll try to just get outs. Here is Ian Desmond, especially with 5-7 against the righty. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Nicasio bears down and gets the next 2 outs. But he still has to face Chris Iannetta, who doubled and scored his last time up. And here's Nicasio. 3-2 against the righty. And like I said, he has to get through him because that's a fly ball deep left field and gone. 3-run home run for Chris Iannetta. And the Rockies have put this one almost out of reach. We won't say they put it out of reach yet. Alex Colomé will be coming into the game, and that error by Segura is costly. So these are unearned runs. 3-2, that's a diamond shot there, and that's a 6, and we said it was 1-9, so. And that'll be it for Nicasio. They'll bring in Alex Colomé to try to finish out the 8th inning here. All right, so here's Colomé against Carlos Gonzalez. And against the lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3, so. Actually, that's a good change against Nicasio. That would have been a double. So Colomé gets the last out in the 8th, but not until a 2-out, 3-run homer by Iannetta puts the Rockies up 6-1. And well, Freeland got through the 7th, so we'll try to get through the 8th. Now, according to new rules, This is point of weakness inning +2. So he'd be okay here. But Ottavino is still loosening in the pen. And here's Segura. Ground ball to short. And that's one away here in the 8th. And here's Mitch Haniger. 4-6 against a righty. That's a base hit, center field. And that'll do it for Freeland. In comes Adam Ottavino. And heck of a performance by Freeland. Goes 7 1/3. We will see what happens to that runner on first. But all right, here's Adam Ottavino facing Nelson Cruz. He homered his last time up. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 down here in the 8th. Here is Kyle Seager. 6-10 against the lefty. That'll get through as Valaika. And 6 and a 13. That's okay, but that'll get through. In fact, will advance 2 bases. So runners on the corners. And here is Ryan Healy. That's a 3. Okay, so that's a ground ball to short. Valaika up with it over to first, and that'll retire the side. The Mariners leave 2, and we go to the 9th. Rockies lead 6-2. And Colomé will stay on to pitch the 9th. And here's Pat Valaika, the shortstop. And on a 20, that's a line drive to the shortstop. And that's easy play for Segura, 1 away. And here is Gerardo Parra. 2-run single his last time up. And against the lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Colomé gets Parra, and here's Noah Cuevas is the guy jumps the shark here. And here's the pitch to Cuevas. Against the righty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Colomé gets the 4 batters he faces. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 6-1 Rockies, and Ottavino will come out for the 9th. And he will face Heredia, Andrioli. Actually, Andrioli might be. We'll see about that. A 6-2, 6-1 game. We probably won't be any pinch hitting, but we'll see. Yep, Heredia, Andrioli, and Freitas. Ground ball to second. Good play by LeMahieu. Over to first. And there's usually no 10s in the higher end. So great play by LeMahieu. Throws to first, and that'll retire Heredia. And here's Andrioli. 0 for 3 today with 3 groundouts. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's the final hope for Freitas. 2-8, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's your ball game. So, final score from Seattle. The Rockies used some 6th, 7th, and 8th inning magic to win the game 6-1. Kyle Freeland goes 7 1/3, giving up just the Cruz homer in a wonderful performance. And then Adam Ottavino pitches the final inning in 2/3 in relief. Paxton had a no-hitter through 5, and then Noel Cuevas with the home run to start off the 6th to get this done, to start the scoring for the Rockies. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. If this is your first time watching, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and hit that bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. Please hit the like button as well. I believe I may film the next game in this series as well. I don't know the pitching matchup. If I decide to film it, you'll see it on my channel. All right, everybody. Whatever games you are playing on this weekend in May your games be lively and your games be good. Have a good day, everybody.